Hey, would you look at that? We got some Crash Bandicoot lore. I absolutely love this. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Hi, I'm Vivi. Let's talk about CatBat, the series' new mystery character. CatBat, if you recall, was first showcased during the reveal trailer at the Game Awards last year. This character's name was first revealed by the artist himself, Nicholas Cole, on Twitter. As time went on, CatBat pretty much became the official name for this character. So, about this short comic right here. This was brought to you by one of the artists who worked on Crash for It's About Time, Nicola Saviori. I'm looking at the art style and it's fantastic. This comic was shared via Kotaku. They sat down with Toys for Bob, discussed the character's playstyle, how they had to figure out the right balance for CatBat's vertical style mechanics. The article also explored the thought process of creating this character in particular. According to Toys for Bob, CatBat's style was inspired by David Bowie. Head of the studio, Pollyanna added a rock star that breaks certain expectations and has a confidence and flair that is just magnetic. When CatBat was first revealed, artist Nicholas Cole had recalled referring to this character as they, and that seemed to have remained as is during development. Pollyanna explained, "We started referring to CatBat as they, and it was a very natural thing. It wasn't a, hey guys, we need to get together and have a meeting about this. It was a very organic way of describing that character, and that just sat with us throughout." We also got confirmed voice actor for CatBat, Erika Ishii, known for dubbing anime series like Sailor Moon Super S and Eternal, video games like Fire Emblem Heroes, as well as Cyberpunk 2077. Alright, if we actually pay close attention to this story right here, CatBat was one of Cortex's failed experiments. After all, Cortex in the first game was trying to gather an army of commandos, subjects he had tested on and all that. So really, this sort of thing, failed experiments moving on, running away, doing their own thing, it just works. Pollyanna made a brief comparison between Crash and CatBat, how both of them see their relationship with Cortex. In CatBat's case, Pollyanna stated CatBat almost has a resentment for their origin, and, through this buildup of a confrontation, figures out that they are their own person and they're born out of kindness from a stranger. Someone or something else which, or who realizes they are their own thing, is this rocker guy right here. That face just screams Cortex's failed lab assistant. If you didn't know, these lab assistants were actual robots, mass-produced by Cortex, as seen in a secret room in Warped. Alright, so looking at CatBat's thoughts, they were for a long time referred to as O36F and 299M. From the get-go, I thought F and M are short for male and female, and it doesn't sound too far-fetched. CatBat is most likely a mix of male and female subjects. As per the name suggests, a mix of a cat and a bat. If you're curious about which one is which, male cat, male bat, vice versa, an interesting observation was made on Twitter. Remember the skin you'd unlock for Crash, subject number 299? If anything is to be taken from this, apart from bats actually being test subjects, the male subject in this case was most likely a bat, and the cat was female. Alright, let's continue. CatBat recalls being handed a burger and rock and roll. That's what kept them moving forward, even befriended the bats from Crash 4's Mosquito Marsh. They all eventually wreaked havoc in Cortex's lab, and a time comes where CatBat meets Cortex again, and that's in Crash Team Rumble. Before I add more, let's just acknowledge this word-per-word exact reference to Twinsanity. One is of Cortex, the other is of CatBat.
I've ruined the lives of so many. I can't be expected to remember them all.
Such a big head! Such a tiny brain!
What I find really cool about all this, it's the fact that we've reached a point where we try and explain these events in the series. Sure, the reason for Rumble isn't made explicit here, but the mere fact we have CatBat's backstory is something. Do recall, this isn't the first time they tried explaining a certain something. We had something very similar with Nitro Fueled. There was a free digital prequel comic published back in June 2019, officially brought to you by Beanox, the developer behind Nitro Fueled. Alright, we got 2 comics so far. Could we expect more, especially when it comes to introducing new characters? Well, Toys for Bob seems to be heading in that direction. Toys for Bob reiterates how Crash Team Rumble is a multiplayer game and not an adventure. So naturally, a game such as this tends to stray away from the stories of our heroes. Although gameplay and online experience is the premise of Rumble, that didn't stop the team from going beyond. I think one thing that we're most excited about with the comic and future comics that will come out with Heroes is that this is a space that sits outside of the game. He also added that if you're a fan who loves lore and loves learning about characters and their personalities, then a comic such as this one will exactly serve as that. Regarding future dates for future comics, well, we don't have info on that yet. All we do know right now is that future heroes, whoever that may be, will most likely receive a comic such as this one, and that just sounds really cool. With that said, what are your thoughts on all this? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, a massive thank you to my patrons for their support, and thank you for watching. You can call me Vivi, and until next time.